We are not doing the slavery here. All for liberty, all the time. Against mob rule, against the police state, against political correctness. Welcome to Liberty Bites Back on Liberty Movement Radio. Welcome to Liberty Bites Back. We are back from our almost half-year hiatus due to big tech censorship, and now we have the solution. I would like for everyone to know, and you are listening to Liberty Movement Radio. This is the uncensored truth in the Liberty Movement. We'll go ahead and get into Liberty Bites Back. First, I want to go ahead and read a quote by Ludwig von Mises. Liberty is always freedom from the government. Now remember that. Liberty is always freedom from the government. This quote says it bluntly. It says exactly what we in the Liberty Movement have always known. We need to limit the government. It's very clear from everything that we've seen right now. No better time to be talking about the encroachment of the government. Forcing masks, forcing vaccines, forcing all of this on a human being. Complete tyranny. 1984 looks like it's way better than what we're in. Maybe not. But is it really much different? That is the question. And it's not. We've fallen into what has been warned about for generations. Freedoms are here, but it's altered freedoms. 2001, Patriot Act, the NDAA, all of these tyrannical NSA-like alphabet soup federations all over America, all of these little alphabet soup police states to control us all. It's nothing more, nothing less than just showing exactly what they are doing to us right now. 2020 hits. They play the pandemic card. Not even gonna say it. Quarantining not just the sick, but everyone. Quarantines are with the sick. And when you try the same thing on everyone, it's tyranny. I think that's exactly what we know, but they don't. They do not see that their actions was nothing of a republic. Has the republic fallen now? Or has it fallen before now? This is a question I'm going to go ahead and go over. The Republic fell in the 1700s. There was a problem. The Articles of Confederation, which brought the states into an independent-like structure where they're all together, but they all have their own separate powers, was gotten away with. They got away with that for the United States Constitution. The United States Constitution was for the federal government to get more power. And this federal government was then aligned with checks and balances. And these checks and balances were to make it never become a tyrant ever again, because they're going to fight over and over and over and over and over and over again. And right now, in America, everyone cares about the federal government more than their local. So guess what they want? They want the federal government to control our lives over our own local governments. The ones you can vote out really quick. They would rather us have the federal ones in charge of it all. And that is why this has fallen away from a republic and away from liberty. We all know this. We all see it. And this is exactly why checks and balances exist in the first place. Because it's not supposed to work. We're supposed to get things resolved in the local setting. We are not to get the federal government to become a little monarch and push their little will all over the place. No. If you want that, you want Mussolini. You want a Hitler-like government, and that's not gonna fly with the American people. Liberty does bite back. I just didn't name it that because it sounds cool. Oh no. It bites back. We're not complying. Many of us are not complying to any of these edicts anymore. We're not going to. We're not going to ever flip and do anything a government's forcing on us. We have personal choice. We have our liberty. Ain't my fault a lot of you, a lot of others, can't fight for their liberty. You gotta fight for your liberty. You gotta get things done. You gotta push. You got to look onto websites, see exactly if you can get funding or you can get a free lawyer or anything to go ahead and fight for these liberty-oriented topics. If you've been wronged, I bet you there's a lawyer out there who will represent you, because they're going to be throwing the money, because your human rights are above their edicts. And this is what a lot of people aren't really digesting. And even if they were to throw out these cases, they are cases. You can go to another court. You can go to another. You can try it again. And if they kick you out, then you sue. This is what we need to do. We need to fight back against all of these tyrannical governments all little around us. Even the local ones are turning a little loony these days. But you have to fight back. You gotta bite back when they are pushing you in a corner. You gotta push back. You can't let the narrow-minded lead the way. You can't let them lead us into nothing that's gonna benefit anyone in the future. And we will. Will you? Because I won't. I refuse to allow them to put their boot on my head. We have to stand together to push back against every tyrannical law, every issue that's putting us under the boot. And it gets warm, pretty warm under the boot. You'll be fired up too. We can't allow these edicts, we can't allow the pandemic narrative, that pandemic narrative, to control our lives. We have to control our own lives. And controlling our own lives is what's going to bring us back towards sanity instead of this fake woke garbage that we're stuck in right now. And right now, there's liberals making fun of conservatives that are dying of COVID. They don't care about people dying from COVID then. They celebrate it. They celebrate it. They're like, oh, he was an anti-vaxxer. Yeah, he believed in liberty. How dare he speak up for liberty? You know, anyone that speaks up for liberty on any of these issues, I'm backing that. If you're all like, oh, he died because he believed in liberty, and it's like, yeah, give me liberty or give me death. It doesn't say what type of death in this phrase, does it? It says any. Give us the death. We would rather die than be under your boot. Don't you get it? And we all need to understand, if we don't get away from these boots, you're not gonna move. You're not gonna be able to move anywhere to escape this. It's just gonna spread and be a bigger boot. They're already making the Capitol Police a bigger agency than ever, being a national police agency. And why? Who knows? Who knows what these people have planned for this new federal government police force? It's all under someone who can't even speak. He can't even get our own citizens out of a country before the help that could have helped them escape leaves. Does this make any sense? It doesn't. We're being lied there too. We're being showed a bunch of things where of course they wanted this. Of course the government didn't care. When have they cared? They never do. Are you surprised? This is a government that fails time and time again. They fail at doing what they say they're good at, and they fail at keeping our liberties intact. And this is all pretty clear. Whenever you look anywhere, in these federal government agencies and in the army and exactly what their plans are half the time. At least a lot of these. Of course, my heart does go out to anyone who lost their lives. And I'm sorry the government didn't care enough about you. But you've seen the VA for like a decade. You never cared. They never cared. Trump cared. He fixed it. Where's it at now? Right, same sad mess it was before. The Liberty Tree must be refreshened from time to time. And us, in the Liberty Movement, know many. It's refreshed it. It tears us apart. And they'll tear us apart. They'll tear us all apart. The shining souls, they don't want to shine. I'll go ahead and read a poem for you. This is called Kintsugi. It's a poem by me. Flawed and imperfect, gold in my wounds. I don't need your verdict. You look like clones. Hiding all the pain, it's killing you. Smiling but not sane. You are not true. Shattered heart led to my heart of gold. A piece of art. I can't be controlled. Illuminated, shining all the time. Complicated, but it's sublime. I am one of kind. Changing me won't work. My frame of mind, exploding firework. You can get behind. Their hate makes me smirk. Flawed and imperfect, gold in my wounds. I don't need your verdict. Old soul, Flintstones. I never hide my pain. It kills me not. I'm smiley and sane. They hate my thought. I'm abstract art. Line shining bright gold. A piece of art. I can't be controlled. Illuminated. Shining all the time. Sophisticated. I'm Frankenstein. Haters are the monster. I created them. They are imposter. True mayhem. I am one of a kind. Changing me won't work. My frame of mind. Exploding firework. You can get behind. Their hate makes me smirk. Flawed and imperfect. Gold in my wounds. I don't need your verdict. Sherlock Holmes. I never hide my pain. It kills me not. Breaking the chain. You're an afterthought. Please take heart. The stream is for the weak. Kangaroo court. They in double speak. Illuminated. Shining all the time. Sophisticated. Give me white wine. Also a Stella Artois. True philosophy. Learn natural law. Our sovereignty. I am one of a kind. Changing me won't work. My frame of mind. Exploding firework. You can get behind. Their hate makes me smirk. Flawed and imperfect. Gold in my wounds. I'm here at the crick. Start at our tombs. Pain is my testimony. It's my food for thought. It's God's trophy. I'm part of a melting pot. Have a bleeding heart and be headstrong. Please be set apart. Sense of right and wrong. I will leave the poem's link in the description below. And I hope all of you have a wonderful day. Bye.